It was a very tough game for both teams, and we know that football, there are three things in it: either you win, you lose, or you drew. But then that wasn't our motive to come here to lose. But that's football for you. Anything can happen. So now we have lost to Kotoko. We have to take it out and prepare for the next subsequent matches.
Right. And I make us say, when you became they said from maybe I met maybe an hour in the ball, Sunday I was in ball, if it's and then want to me more and know that level.
Yeah, because I don't want to give an excuses for certain things. We lost, right? We lost. So there's nothing that we can do. We lost. We have to go home and prepare.
Right. But your question, you didn't maybe I had number two.
Kwame and your Premier Radio. Coach, game you say Steven Amankuna, no, I referee game him cry. Oh, to bench or no technical team, Muslim Bibisa.
Yeah, because I don't want to give excuses because he losing. And up here, I never catch and say, "Nebra, even he was crying. He said, "You want to go home," but being Amankuna as the senior player, and then I don't like that we have. We told him to forget it and play. And then Misa too, a message came that the oxygen is cinema that's so no problem. I say, coach, never we young men, boy, until the man is going to and then time also as I say, but we need to. But that's not excuses, right? Just that we lose focus because we should go now. If someone was pressurized, like, I don't think so. Being that preparation team actually too sad, so we have lost.
But you didn't maybe I had.
What I'm saying is, Amankwa is a human being. Obia, ewono. Ne so I said, but in the end, say coach BTB manage Balatoria, any Neymar, I can also manage Amankwa. Because one thing I've seen Amankwa is that people may think say, oh, we're quick tempered, but one thing is that on PCC, just be fair to you. No one say, so on deserve say on deserve say as I wouldn't tomorrow, you'll be agree. But on deserve and I always know so you want to achieve something. And when it comes to situations, say be an frustration by our any part. But managing, sometimes I call him people talk a lot about you, about the negative thing, which is not good. And say as a player, you have to change. They don't promise himself already opposite side. But once it's a human being, sometimes I promise to make a referee be a movie. But when a bar, baby, I didn't referee now. That's how I used to manage it.
I want to do for more fun. I say last stars, they are not being fair to Amankuna. Performance of Ghana the last season, this season was signed there. The man who can play opportunity, your friend. Every year we pass it off. Saying I will see managing in terms of last stars for that.
Yeah, always. I keep telling my boys, say it's matter of time. So Umre Swan, maybe I should be a bit more from my day. I'm over. Always know the best medicine in football is you have to prepare for the opportunity. Right? When the opportunity comes, then you grab it.
Right. Hey,
yeah, thank you. Because Sadio Kase, you concede 13 goals in our away games. That is football. Sometimes, me Kase in my absence, I got about 5 or 6 matches in my absence, and you're my and I father be out fear. I'm saying, still within the mind, it a grown as we see a tenor effort. And no me excuse I remember. It's a time you free national camp or buy. This is the time that we are preparing. That was the first round. The second round, we are preparing for better position. And I believe say goals, away first round goals, it be a 2 or 3. I won't say a salty. It be a 1 until time, and so you be away with Eddie as supporting team.
Right, Ronnie.
We say in general, but with the same preparation. Maybe it won't be Barbara as a home for Kotoko. It may be in neutral ground. So it will be different ball game together.
Playing the semi-finals or Tapa,
Yeah, to me, football, one thing I believe is that just say, here is your home, here is not your home. If you prepare well and if you focus and you concentrate, you can do well. If you lose concentration, that's where the punishment comes. Until all that we do is that we have to prepare well and focus on the match that we are going to play.
Right.
Because if you look at the situation, the 13-point difference, we are not saying we are competing with Kotoko. We are competing with the league. Either we be in the first four or not, so that we can prepare very well. And we have the FA Cup ahead of us. So all these things is a preparation. So we need to prepare well so that we can also do well over there.
Right. Zach.
If I say sorry to a support person because everybody promise you always say you have to take 11 more points in the game, but in a couple of football and so on. I think say a threat instead of good thing kind of either you win, you lose, or you draw. Say no, they can be signed and okay. Many strikers be bravo, and then we share Kotoko strikers and so I think say we are equally good. We are starting, we are very good.
Right. Mickey.
Yeah, same here, very good because we are the first time I work Premier League in, and we are most of matches are happening now, many are pair happening now, and day in day out to improve. Very good.
The over rating is saying as regards centre backs in the league because what you took my relationship, colleagues on the cell, so over rating.
Percentage wise, I say
Overall,
yeah, if over 10, I would say 7 man be 7. Yeah.
That's a fair assessment.
Football, I think say sanity, and almost so here, you know, my ball. I think the Patrick was there. I think 3 or 2 seasons. Sana answer so, and in main category, I know really secretly never lose too much in football, and the results will never buy.
Last time.
Okay, in midfield, I think say most of them now season game are the first time of football Premier League. Day in day out now, either training grounds or other stadium and matches now. We try to encourage them. Say being their first time now, if they will be trying mistake be now I say Nabomi good, but me being the captain now, they try to say me encourage them. No matter what say mistake part of game, one mistake untumi advance nkɔ anim nti no day in day out no try say me encourage ɔmo na ɔmo tumi ayɛ ɔmo.
Really about security services ne health issues in the two one that make I or yaw. Then now we cancel the aside into the back Kelly Yawa. Then I will catch them before say more security ones and say about health issues to on your account.
Well, I would say during my days now, I'm try to provide doctors may ambulance service. Yes, send a because never go ahead emergency. Maybe you think say if you are feeling out the hospital, maybe going to me and provide the experts during say didn't happen now, between your money and first aid. Maybe I want to survive a cancer and I'm going to the hospital.
Right. Last one for Zach.
Right. A very good striker. A very good. Then down to games I want in now provided more assistance. Also, send a good can or them crown, send them because many of Parakasam, or also being the senior player, or also and crown Ekasasa and or why or can be reason.
Right. Coach.
Yeah, I think it was a very physical game, very energy-sapping game, looking at the manner in which Chiefs played, resulting to the direct balls, long balls. You have to jump head, you fall down, you get up. These things get you tired so easily. And they are very good aerially, when the ball goes up, first ball, second balls, whether behind our defense or in front of our defense, they are always there, very aggressive to win the ball. So it's made the game a little bit challenging in the middle of the park. But then we also try to play to our part and keep the ball, look for the spaces, try and push them to their half. On a few occasions, I think we were able to spread their defense, but when a rush to score, I remember that of Peter Kwampuku on several occasions. So it was a balanced game, that's what I would say, because somewhere along the line, they also came into the picture and then tried to run us down with the long balls, running for the ball. So it was a very challenging game. But then at the end of the day, the important thing is that we won.
And then does it push you closer to the target for this season?
We just have to pick our next match game by game. That's what I'll tell you. This is the next game, and then we'll get ready for it.
I think today on the injury front, a few players back. Does that give you a lot of room to, pick a different 11, looking at the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to build consistency, even though some of them are back. In terms of the physical nature of the game, I'm sure they are not there. The Ghana Premier League is so physical, very athletic. So, when players are recovering, it's a gradual process, it's a progressive one, you don't rush them. So, even though they might be on the bench, but I think that physically they might not be there. The good thing is that when we bring them in, whatever instructions we give to them, they try to execute it. So it's good for us. We are just hoping that as the league unfolds, we'll be able to work on them. And the nature of the schedule is that you play Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. So if you are not careful to and don't rest them well, they will go back to their former state, which is the injury state. So we just have to manage the situation. It's good they are back because it is giving us numbers and it is giving us depth. And again, it is putting those who are playing on their toes because they know that if they don't do well, there are others on the bench who can come and play.
Right. Questions for
The instruction I was giving, Chelsea are good on the transition. If you look at their midfield, they are strong and technically good. So when players in the middle of the park, opposing players in the middle of the park are strong and technically good, you don't give them time and space. There was a ball he was supposed to press, he was just standing and he didn't press. I was asking him to press. Even if the opponent is bypassing him, he has to do the backward pressing. You have to put pressure on the opponent. The opponent must feel that there's somebody behind. When it happens that way, it doesn't give him that luxury of a time to decide very well. So he watched him go and I was not happy. I think that was why I called him to let him understand that where we have gotten to. And at that point, we had scored. So definitely it brought another attitude from Berekum Chelsea because they now wanted to equalize. So when it happens that way, they double their energy. And you that you are leading, you also have to multiply your energy so that you hold on to it.
Okay.
Coach, the first day,
maybe per where you were seated, you didn't also see. I was the one who controlled the action that went there. If you remember, they delayed. They wanted to go for the long samba, everybody went in. And I realized it was 2v1. So I insisted that they play the 2v1. So they just, and fortunately, per the way they stood, Patrick left-footed and Ryan right-footed. So he just gave it to him, did the overlap. Fortunately too for us, the Berekum Chelsea player didn't come and then we had a shot. And because there were forests of bodies in front of the goalkeeper, he couldn't see the ball. So simply put, I never thought the goal would come from somebody like him, but that's the nature of the game. Sometimes where you don't expect the goals to come from or where you don't expect creativity to come from for somebody to score, that's where it comes from. So I'm happy for him that he scored a goal for such a big club. Playing for Kotoko as a defender and scoring in a very big game against Berekum Chelsea. I'm happy for him and I'm hoping and believing that he will let this motivate him to do more. He shouldn't rather go back, but rather he should move forward, work harder and create more opportunities and if possible score too.
And what do you
These guys, when they come to training and they score goals, they do different things. Sometimes I stand and watch them because everybody wants to celebrate in his own way. As for we the coaches, we just stand and watch and also enjoy. So I also enjoyed it.
So at Accra,
they are good to go. I think I've explained over. Sorry for this, but I think I've explained. I've asked them to minimize their viewing of his videos, his photos, his activities. His activities on social media, they should try and minimize it. If possible, they should avoid it. And I think they've heeded to that. So I'm sure gradually we'll cross that road. I mean, it's memorable though, because he was an important supporter to us. As you said, everywhere we go, he's already there. Before we get there, he's already there doing his own thing. I mean, charging us to get ready for the game. So I think gradually we'll be able to overcome. But I know this gentleman will never be forgotten in the history of Ghana football, in the history of Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Coach, lastly, we've not seen Albert Amoah to be leading the line for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Is it about Kwame Puku's impressive form, or is yet to recover fully?
I think he's yet to come back fully in terms of his fitness. And still, I think I've said it over and over. If you look at him carefully, he's not the Abed that used to challenge for 50-50 balls and what that. The fear of re-injury, I mean, is haunting him. I've been working on him. The last time I passed a comment on the phone to him when he tried to avoid a tackle, not knowing he kept that comment, and after the game he came to the dressing room and was making fun of me. And whilst I was serious, trying to, I mean, incite him to charge him to go into the game, he was rather making fun of me. So it's about his fitness is yet to get there, and two, the fear of re-injury. And I think where we've got him to, it is also up to him to also make sure that he overcome it, and then that's it. To Amankran, my condolences to the family, Berekum Chelsea, and all loved ones, my condolences to him. We want to assure him that we are there to support him in this difficult time. It's not easy to lose your brother at this stage in life. So our condolences to him. I think there wasn't any plan towards him. If you look at the way the game went, we didn't even assign anybody specially to him. It was based on where he moved to. We look at his patterns of movement, and then we made the players to understand that at a particular point in time, he can be in this pocket space, maybe because of a particular situation. So those were the few things we told them. But then to specifically assign somebody to him, if you watch the game very well, you realize that we didn't do that. We just allow him to be moving. But then any channel or corridor or zone that he got into, there was somebody who kept an eye on him. I mean, he's an excellent player. He's a very good quality player. From the time I coach him to this time, to me as a coach, I'll say he has improved. He's mature. He has a lot of confidence on the ball, technically, everything. And you know, one of his weapons is athleticism. He has the pace. He can run for the ball, and then he has power in the leg too. So to me, he's a good player, but then we didn't really assign anybody to him.
Right.
And sometimes when we come in, the numbers are less. It's more or less doesn't give us that morale. You know, typical of Kotoko supporters, when they are around and they are supporting you, you can feel it. So it has not been good if they don't come. So we just have to come. They need to come in their numbers. The team is winning, so they need to come in their numbers. Maybe today was a midweek. That's why we didn't see the numbers, because against true democracy, they came in their numbers. So maybe because today is a midweek. I'm sure subsequently on the weekend, the numbers will soar, it will rise. So they've been doing well. That one, from Obuasi to this place, the supporters have been fantastic. And I'm hoping and praying that they keep supporting us till we play the last game of the season.
Michael, send us over.
Coach, congrats.
Okay, for Saka, I think it was during the warm-up, he twisted the ankle. So he reported to the medical team. Quickly, he did, a physical test on him, and he showed signs of pain. So quickly, I was informed, and then we decided that if that's the case, then Peter should come in. And in fact, he worked in the dressing room when he came. You know, normally I don't come out, so he came to meet me in there, and I was trying to console him, but he kept, weeping and weeping, crying and crying. I told him sometimes some of these things happen for either individual good or team good. So I mean, you should just accept it and let's move on. Yeah, when we play here, I think the pitch is good and it's big. In terms of organization, defensive organization, I think because the pitch is big, we are able to get it well. We are able to play well. When we go away, I think the pressure there is high because you go as Kumasi as Kotoko, and the opponent feels that this is my home and you can't come and just walk over me and get the maximum points. So when we go there, they play with double energy. Everything there is double or triple, just to make sure that they get the maximum points. So it is up to the players to know that they are playing for a big team, and that makes them big players. And as such, when they go to such venues, they must prove why they are playing such a team, big team like Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So basically, I think it is the psychosocial dynamics of it when we go away.
Right. Thank you, Coach.